What is up, YouTube? It's me, John Avenger, once again. How you doing? Welcome back to Robot Month. I'm going to do two films this time. I'll do one video on this one movie, and then I'll do another video on the next movie because I want to, give you guys as much content as I can this month since I'm going to go on vacation next week. So hopefully, anyway. This one is an underrated sequel from the 80s. I think it was in 1988. Yeah, it was when I was like about 3 years old. I love the sequel. I think it's just as good as the first one. It deserves more features because it didn't get anything for features. I think it got like a featurette from back in the day. But anyway, that is the sequel to Short Circuit, and that is Short Circuit 2. Two thumbs up, even better than the original by Siskel and Ebert. I agree with them. Sometimes I don't agree with their saying that, a sequel's not as good, but this one I do agree because it was in the city, which I liked that it was different from the first one. The first one was like on a farm with Ali Sheedy and Steven Guttenberg, and they didn't come back for the sequel. Ali Sheedy, just her voice came out. They did a recording of her voice. And I liked Ali Sheedy and Steve Guttenberg in the first film. Fisher Stevens comes back as what's his name? Johnny? No, not Johnny. Benjamin. Yeah, he names the robot. Anyway, I think so. Yeah, well, no, I'm wrong. Michael McKean's in the movie. Forget what I said before. Michael McKean's in the movie. He's good in the film. I like him. He's the crass side banana character to Fisher Stevens' character of Benjamin. Whatchamacallit, I love Johnny Five. He's an awesome robot. He looks like Wall-E. If he was bigger. I like his voice. I like his personality. The visual effects look great for this robot. You can't do it better with CGI because this was a robot of its time. It has the 80s feel. I love the music in the beginning. I love that music. The 80s had some great movies. They really did, especially comedies, because this is a really funny movie. It's a PG movie, but it definitely is more adult more for adult PG movie. It's not a kids movie like it's not like Wall-E. Wall-E is a G-rated movie where nothing really gory happens. This movie, there are some dark moments, like when they beat up Johnny Five. That was really, really sad to see, especially when I was a kid. That they hit him with a crowbar and they break his parts, and it's just sad. And it's crazy because he's a robot and you feel bad for him when he gets beat up. And I'm glad that at the end when he gets revenge on Oscar and his goons, it's awesome, it's badass, and that song in the back, I need a hero. I love that. It's just great. Cynthia Gibb is in the movie. I liked her. She's the love interest of Fisher Stevens. It's got a great villain. The actor who played Oscar, this was his last film, but I say it was a good way to go out. I mean, you couldn't go get any better than this. I like the references to other films, and other TV shows, like Tarzan and The Honeymooners. There's so much stuff. There's a lot of good stuff in this sequel. I will say this, the movie is a little bit too long. I will say this because it says the running time is 111 minutes. That's almost 2 hours. There's a little bit of things you could have cut out, like the scenes with the gang, the Mexican gang, Los Locos. That could have been cut out. I think it was just over the top, and it didn't fit the movie. It felt more like a Warriors movie, the Warriors or something like that, or some kind of gangster film, or like a movie like Death Wish. It just doesn't fit for a comedy. But anyway. The movie's a very underrated sequel. I love this movie. I really enjoyed the first one. I don't have the first one. I got to get my hands on it someday. Number Johnny Five. Yeah, I like that they named him in this movie. It wasn't Benjamin. I was wrong. He named himself. I like that what he wants to discover, who he is. He wants to be taken seriously, and it's just charming. It's a charming film, and I think it was well directed, very funny. Classic 80s stuff, Johnny Five. I know they're going to do a remake. I hope they don't mess it up because, remakes have been crappy lately. And, I love the way this film, it was a film of its time. I'm glad they didn't do a crappy third movie like they did with RoboCop. It's a good watch. I mean, if you have kids and they can handle, PG movies that are, more strong than the stuff we get today, like Frozen, they can give it a watch. It's not going to hurt them. I mean, it's not graphic like gore all over the place, but it's a fun time. It's a good sequel. Really glad I own it. I wish I had more features, but it's a fun time. I would recommend it for you guys. So that's Short Circuit 2. My Robot Month continues on, and the next time we're going to talk about another film that's pretty obscure, nobody really knows about. So stay tuned for that, guys. Later.